Nice things my friends say. I'm Chris.
I'm Jeromy.
And I'm Tyler. And tonight we are doing something a little different. Tonight we are going to play a game, and we also have Jeremy's brother Garret here to play along with us.
Howdy, y'all.
That's Garret. So, Garret, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm a fifth-year marine science major at CSU Monterey Bay. I enjoy scuba diving and just about all things nerdy. So,
Right on. So it sounds like he's going to fit right in. Thanks for coming tonight, Garret. This really helps. I was hoping you'd be home, and I didn't ask you ahead of time because I don't plan very well. This sounds so scripted, and I'm so sorry. It's not, I promise.
It's not, no.
Okay. Anyways, so one more thing. I was watching a Instagram video today from our podcast host that they posted. And for those of you who don't know, there's like how a podcast works. It's you upload the podcast to a host, which essentially holds all your files and like the podcasts themselves. And then after that, they distribute it, or you can do it yourself. The one that we have does it for us. So thank you for that. And then what's up?
Transistor?
Yes.
They post something on Instagram?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Not about us.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was about us.
But anyways, so
like,
Transistor is our podcast host, so they're great. I mean, they're the only one we've had, but they're pretty straightforward. We don't have to do anything ourselves. Everything is like linked to everything automatically through them. So that's great. So we have YouTube, Twitter, whatever, post everything on it. Anyways, they posted a video today talking about how you should just give a shout out sometimes to just to the people listening. And he was like, oh, give a shout out to the people who are listening to your podcast while doing the dishes. And I was like, you know what? I guess, yeah, that's pretty smart, because the only time I ever listen to a podcast is when I'm in the car. And because I haven't been going to school for the last 2 months, because the summertime I haven't really listened to podcasts other than at the gym, so I've listened to like 2 over the whole summer. And I'm like, if you listen to a podcast while doing literally anything else, you're more effectively listening to podcasts than I have ever been. So thank you for that. And also, you know what? I was like, who else could we thank? And I was like, if you got fat nuts, thanks for listening. I may cut that out, but I don't know. I was like, who could you thank? I was like, who could you give a shout out to? Shout out if you have fat nuts. Okay, anyways. So what we're going to do tonight is we are going to play a game. And that game is, we're going to, I guess, call it the conspiracy theory game. I went online and looked through, we won't say real conspiracy theories, or just because conspiracy theories are up in the air and this and that, but conspiracy theories that other people actually believe to be true is what I looked up. So I looked up conspiracy theories that people believe, and then I also made some up. And then, so the game is going to be Chris, Jeromy, and Garret are going to have to decide which ones people actually believe and which conspiracy theories I made up for the sake of this game. And then there's also going to be 3 bonus questions that are miscellaneous that have really nothing to do with anything. I just made up.
They have to do with fat nuts.
No, there's no fat nuts in the questions. Sorry. So, anyways, so I wrote down, I don't know how many. I wanted to have at least 15, but I had a little more than 15. Don't look at my fucking notebook.
I can't read your notebook as is.
Okay,
so
that's fine.
Stop
Don't fucking
cheating.
look at it.
I can't read its writing.
We are in like a 2x2 like square table, so like we are all very close. Anyways, any questions before we begin?
it's a free-for-all, correct? No, not team here?
There is no teamwork.
Okay.
I figured that it would be just better if there was 3 people, because Chris and Jeromy are always here, and I was like, how fun is it if if it's just the two of us? Well, just the 2 of them.
We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. That's
You
all
and
I'm gonna
I.
stop. No, I was gonna let Tyler continue.
Oh.
Okay, so yes, it is free for all. There is no teams. I will not ask you for your answers. You will write all your answers down, and then at the end we will tally them up, because I know which ones are true and which ones are, not true, which ones I made up and which ones others believe. So at the end we'll see who has the most right, but when we do get to the bonus questions, I will tell you all to have answers for the bonus questions, and then I will ask you verbally for the answers, one at a time. And if you change your answer, you're a motherfucker. Okay? But I'm not going to tell you what answer is true.
Okay.
But, so, we'll go clockwise. So Chris will give his first bonus answer to Garrett, and then Jeromy will give his bonus answer, and you guys will say those verbally, but the rest of them just keep written down.
Okay.
So are we ready?
I am ready.
You
I am ready.
Oh, what's the prize?
The prize is I will take your hand, and I will look softly and tenderly into your eyes, and I will say, "My wife."
Yes.
Thought it was gonna be space coochie.
No. There will be no space coochie tonight.
Damn.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Maybe during the solar
Yes.
eclipse.
Oh, I almost forgot. You will get to ask a question each. Since there is 3 of you, we were going to limit it to 3 questions total when it was just Chris and Jeromy, because I didn't know if you were going to be able to attend, Garrett. But you will be able to each ask 1 question, and if I have more information to give you, I will give you the information that I have pertaining to your question. If I choose not to give you any information, if I choose not to give you any more information, or if I don't have any more, then I guess sucks to suck.
That's fair.
Because some of them are as deep as the ocean, and then other ones are... It's like someone pissed on the sidewalk on a hot day.
How deep in the ocean have you gone, Garrett?
Currently, I'm going to 99 feet. I'm
Oh, wow.
Looking for that triple digits. But, you know, it
That's
hasn't
almost
happened
a
yet.
million.
Garrett, you could just swim a little bit more.
I mean, you know, when it's the ocean averages, like, you know, a couple 100,000 feet.
You're
Or not,
almost
well,
there.
ability- yeah,
You're a lot closer to the bottom than we are.
This is true.
Good
Okay,
job, Garrett.
So, again, rules are everybody for themselves. Verbal answers for the bonus questions, and then 1 question each per conspiracy theory.
What if in this free-for-all, we can do like what we do when we all 3 would play Risk, and Chris and I would team up and kill you?
That doesn't make sense. That's why you guys aren't allowed to share your answers until like we were giving the answers at the end.
Serious question.
Yes.
How do I know who's on my team?
I'm gonna kill you. Sorry, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm
just
gonna,
look
get
for the
banned
blue
from, I'm gonna
arrow.
get banned from podcasting.
Chris, just look for the blue arrow.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Okay. Garrett, get off your phone.
No cheating.
I was just fact checking
Stop
the
looking
ocean.
up the
It's
answers.
actually the deepest point in the ocean is actually 36,000 feet. I was very wrong. Apologies.
Okay, again, do not say your answers verbally. Only write them down.
False.
And
17.
If you have any questions, we will go clockwise. Again, no, we'll just fucking... If you have a question, just tell me you have a question. Just ask. Okay, my first one. The DJ Marshmallow isn't just one person, but he is a bunch of different DJs who use the name as an alias, and they use it for financial gain because he has multiple songs that are hits. So it is it's like a conglomeration of DJs who use this one guy to DJ at like festivals or whatever, but they write like a bunch of different songs. And it was saying that it was like a
Amateur.
yeah, there you go. You're like an amateur.
Like the porn.
And that a bunch of
Oh.
a bunch of Marshmallow stuff is just a bunch of amateur guys putting it all together.
Now,
And it's just, and the guy who plays Marshmallow himself doesn't actually have all that much knowledge on making songs.
now, I can believe that is my answer. Because I forgot
Jeremy,
I can't give my
You
answer.
just write down your answer.
I mean-
that's literally in the rules. You just write down your answer. We'll talk about it.
I
at
mean,
the
you
end.
can dispute the believability of it, but just don't tell me whether you think I made it up or it's true. Or sorry, I keep saying it's true. Whether I made it up or somebody else believes it's true. Because maybe I believe it's true. Maybe I made it up and I believe it's true.
I'm very passionate about my answers, so I'm not going to talk about it because I'll give my answers away.
Okay, I'm not saying your answers. I'm just saying if it sounds believable or not. That's not what we're playing for. We're playing for
all
whether
I'm-
I made
all
it
I'm
up
gonna
or whether
say-
somebody believes it.
All I'm going to say is that there are multiple Marshmallow Men, but there is one main one, and he's a real bastard.
The Michelin Man.
Huh?
The Michelin Man.
That's a definite maybe, Chief.
Okay, so do you have your answers? do you have your answers for the first one?
Yes.
See.
Okay, is Marshmallow a single DJ, or is he a bunch of nobodies?
Are we supposed to answer?
No, that's just
Like,
like
what?
that's the conspiracy. Okay, my next conspiracy is unidentified flying objects or UFOs are actually time traveling humans, and they have been seen less often because we have been documenting life as a, I guess, I don't want to say species, but as a society more and more frequently. So there is less time travel to this era and less UFO sightings in comparison to past eras where there is less concrete evidence of specific things because cameras weren't as good and there wasn't like literally 1 million people uploading videos of the same day.
Okay.
Any questions on that one?
UFO time traveler?
Yeah, UFOs are just the time travel machines and they kind of just like on safari.
Space safari.
No, but it's like you see them in the atmosphere. It's
I
UFO.
said that before.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that, or the theory is stating that it's like a future thing where they come back and
Yeah,
they're like,
they're
this
time travelers. They're humans.
2019.
Yep.
It's like
Look at the Earth in this place.
It's a time zoo.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't like that. Anyways.
that's actually kind of a cool industry.
Industry. Oh. So you think it's... okay.
Okay.
Just, future business propositions. Think about it.
Well, I guess when it's after they invade Area 51 and they get all the time traveling equipment, you can start the business.
You gonna go?
Catch the podcast there, guys.
Okay. My next conspiracy theory. Sorry, our next conspiracy theory. I'll say because we're
the answer.
no, we're a group and saying
Right.
for. Anyways, you guys aren't really chatting as much as I was anticipating. I thought there was going to be...
chat.
I thought there was going to be banter from the peanut gallery.
Go ahead.
Anyways,
Go ahead. We'll make it happen.
This next conspiracy theory says when one is cremated after they are dead and you take them to the place, they're cremated, they get cremated in the same oven. Is that what you would call it? Anyways,
Yeah.
they get cremated with other people.
Ooh.
It's not just singular cremation. It's not just they get cremated by themselves and then they just kind of scoop out some ashes and give you the ashes because what fucking difference does it make to you? What difference does it make to them? I mean, the peace of mind, but I mean, also we live in America, capitalism, corporations, whatever. It could be a lot easier, a lot simpler.
Are you telling me that Tom Shane from Shane Company, the leading company of diamonds, and they get their diamonds from Belgium, are you telling me that they just take a bunch of dead people's ashes and make diamonds out of them?
No,
that's what's going on?
no. I was saying that, okay, like my dog got cremated.
Right.
How do I know that they gave me his ashes exclusively?
I'm just thinking that they're doing that to multiple people at a time, and then they're just giving you sand, and they're taking the actual ashes and turning it into diamonds.
Okay, no,
and then
you
turning it around and selling
can't.
it.
You can't make a conspiracy theory off the conspiracy theories that I'm giving.
I'm not trying. I'm just trying to excavate this
It's
a
just
little
a
further.
counter conspiracy theory.
I don't mind if I died and they turned me into a diamond with a lot of other people. I'd just be a
No,
Man, Chris.
Nobody's turning into a diamond.
Shine
I'm just
bright
saying
like
the
a
dirt.
diamond.
What if it's saying
so now
that
it's
if
dirt. Now everyone's
Yeah.
ashes are dirt.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
good.
yes.
Huh.
The dirt, the human dirt that they give back. What if that is many people's human dirt and not just your loved ones?
I mean, if it is dirt, it's rich in
Okay.
nutrients.
Well, the moment I get more than one loved one, it just means my family grew. Okay.
Okay, so I guess if you're out there, whoever the morgue, Chris doesn't mind if you give him some ashes back that aren't just whoever's.
Scam. I think that they're turning people into diamonds.
I know a guy that works in a morgue. I'll call him up real quick.
Let's say from a dollar and cents perspective and efficiency wise, it makes sense. However, what they're doing is maybe like they got multiple troughs set up with little feed chutes underneath each one, so you get mostly Nana.
Oh, Nana.
Well, I mean, I hope that's who I requested.
Might get a little bit of Gerald on the side, but Nana
Hey,
and
you
Gerald.
got Nana's a company now. She ain't by herself as much.
Good.
She was so lonely.
I'm telling you,
That's all she needed.
Shane Company is turning bodies into diamonds.
Who's the...
But not just one body, multiple bodies? Okay.
Yeah, no, a
What,
whole bunch.
what
of
about
them.
Dan's?
They don't got time for. Could you imagine one body at a time, one diamond, one body? They'd be like, no.
You know, it's
no.
probably really
burn
hot.
them all and then turn them into diamonds.
It's really, really hot. I can't even talk. It's probably really hot in there, so it crisps up real quick. It's like... Not like that, probably, but...
Quick, efficient diamonds. That's where the consistency comes from.
What if they're just on a conveyor belt and they just keep sending them through? And it just
they
keeps
go in
it,
as bodies, come
Like a
out as
rotisserie?
diamonds? They go into a burner. The burner goes through a pressurizer that turns them into diamonds.
I could wear Nana for the rest of my life.
Come on, Nana.
I
Let's
proposed
go
to my wife
to.
with Nana.
Yikes. So,
What
do
about?
you only get your loved one back or not?
Wait,
what about what? Go on. I was about to go to the next one. Go on.
I probably shouldn't say this. It'd be pretty disrespectful.
I
Never
wouldn't
mind.
say it. If
Go
that's
on,
what you're
go on.
thinking, don't say
Whisper it
it.
to me and I'll say it.
No, say it.
Sure.
Well,
We'll go on.
okay. Okay.
Oh,
The next
gotcha.
one is the company who publishes Call of Duty, Activision.
I was like, which
They
one?
Bungie.
they make Call of Duty every year. Now, that's not a conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory is the game good or not? Just kidding. No, it's not. It's shitty most of the fucking time, and they don't give a fuck. But
There was a golden era.
There was. But the conspiracy theory is that Activision is funded by the military to keep pumping out Call of Duty games to retain interest in the military, for one. I guess that's the only thing
The
you need.
military-industrial
In the
complex.
military, yes, in the military-industrial complex to keep interest in that, so the enlistment rates will stay. And that is why they are so insistent upon keeping sales up or ensuring that the Call of Duty is doing good, because
I think
if the
that's
Call of
interesting.
Duty does well, then they will...
Romanticize the military in a certain way. I wouldn't say it's like romanticizing it, but like you get a bunch of people who are like, oh, this is fun, this is fun, this is fun. Where subliminally you might be thinking, I should enlist. I can 360 no scope in this game. I probably could do it in real life.
You might be able
And then
to.
you're just funding the war machine.
I guess we'll say, related conspiracy theory that I saw. It's not on this list. This isn't one. This is just one that I saw. Is that the same is done with college. That the military highly opposes free college in the United States because they can use free college education as an incentive for enlistment. And if everybody was able to get free college, then enlistment would go down.
But the military gives you free college after you're done with the GI Bill.
Well, that's
No, but that's the thing.
point.
They
Oh,
give
I
you
mean,
the free
instead-
college, so they
oh,
don't want the
gotcha,
United
gotcha.
States to give you free college without them. So they want you to come to them
Gotcha.
because it will ensure enlistment. That's not a question. That's just one that I saw.
Understood. Gotcha.
Highly plausible. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, are you ready for the next?
yes.
Sure.
All right, a few pages. Which one's next?
That one.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This next one is the Titanic didn't actually sink.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
The company that built the Titanic had another ship that was damaged, and it was going to be too expensive to repair, or more expensive to repair than it was worth, rather, than if they, what am I trying to say? Sorry.
It's
They
cheaper to
repainted
sell
this other ship to make it look like the Titanic, and then they sunk it on purpose for the insurance money.
So you're telling me Leo died for nothing?
Damn it! I was gonna make that joke.
Doesn't matter because
Too slow.
Leo could have fit on the door either way.
He
so-
could have, and the dumb old lady had to throw the diamond in the ocean.
Ma'am, if you're still listening, I'm so sorry for the disrespect.
She's dead.
She's probably
Nana-
frozen.
Nana's
Her brains
burnt.
were frozen, and she couldn't think to save Leonardo DiCaprio before he was
Well,
born.
she did jump in the water that was freezing and grab a whistle of a dead man's mouth and blow it to get the attention of a boat.
Did she live?
Yeah, she was the old
Fucking-
lady
She was
that...
doing the only fucking thing she needed to do then. Fucking,
She
she
threw
fell
the
in love
heart
with
of
some
the
fucking
sea.
pickpocket on the goddamn thing. Times were hard then, times are hard now, times are hard on that motherfucking door. So she fucking did what she had to did.
It was
She's
a big
sur-
door.
She's
Respect.
a survivor.
And she let him
Yep.
sink down to the bottom and probably got eaten by a shark.
Did he get his
Or
dick sucked or
something.
not?
You know what? I don't know what happened inside that old...
No,
She did
they,
it.
were, they were in the
jalopy.
car and it was definitely 2 on the door and 4 on the floor.
It was a little steamy.
He got everything he fucking needed.
And he got to draw her naked.
I
Draw me
can't.
like one of your French girls.
Why didn't he just sell his art? If he could draw her naked, like, I can't fucking draw me naked, and I fucking see me naked all the time. Like, how the
He
fuck you just
drew-
gonna see
he
somebody
drew
naked the
some
first time and
boobies
just be
on
like, bam? Okay, so
Wait, what? Okay.
they sank the not Titanic after painting it as the Titanic. It was called the Olympia, sorry. Oh, sorry, the Olympic, not the Olympia.
That's a lot cooler than the Titanic.
So they sank
I
that
wouldn't
for
sink
insurance money. Did the Titanic sink too? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Did the
Probably
Titanic
have it in
sink
like
also?
a really big storage container somewhere, like a really
They
big
put it-
Area 51.
They built another ship around the Titanic.
What if the Titanic is a time traveling device?
It's a UFO?
Oh, shit.
There's a X-File that they
UFS.
there's an episode of the X-Files where they go on this one boat into the Bermuda Triangle and they end up there's 2 episodes. There's one episode where they're on a boat and they end up like in Nazi Germany like waters or something, in international waters, and then there's another one where they're also on a boat in the Bermuda Triangle and they like start aging really fast. There's too many episodes of the X-Files.
I was feeling real confident about this. I don't even know anymore. These all sound true. Those aren't my answers, though.
If you really have a true conspiracy mind, Jeremy, you can differentiate.
So you... What is that?
It's a cockroach. I throw on the back of my piece of my answer sheet.
It looked like
Okay.
an orca. An orca.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Sure.
This one is short and sweet. How many have I asked you already?
So this is the 6th one.
Oh, the 6th one? That means we are ready for our first bonus question.
Yeah.
Double
Yay.
Jeopardy.
So,
Oh, I don't have to write this one down, right?
you don't have to write it down. Just write it if I tell you the answer is right or not.
Okay.
I was going to do that, but you were already writing things, so I will let you... There's 3 bonus questions. I will ask it. Chris will give me the answer, then Garrett, then Jeremy. If
Okay.
you change your answer because of you think that one of their answers is better than your answer, you're a real fucking bastard. Don't do that. Give the answer that you thought in
I'm
your
the
head
first
the first
one,
time.
so it
So you
doesn't matter.
can't change it. You're fucking boned. So I guess then we'll start with Jeremy next time, and the last one we'll start with Garrett.
Yeah.
Okay. My first question is lasagna a cake or is it a sandwich?
Oh, bro, it's a fucking sandwich, bro. It's a fucking sandwich. Pasta noodles come from wheat. Bread comes from wheat. You got some sauce, ketchup, and marinara, or ketchup and tomato. Basically the same exact thing. They're just a little bit different, okay? Then you got your meat on there because lasagna.
Okay, we know what lasagna
in
is.
it,
We
and
know
you
what
got
we know-
cheese. Tomato is also, depending on how cultured you are, a fruit or a vegetable. It grows
It's a
out of the
fruit.
ground,
It doesn't
right?
matter who the
you
fuck
put
you
it on
are.
a sandwich. So you're basically got a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
I like it. I like it. Garrett?
I'm going with it's a cake. Simply for the fact that it is, you bake a cake, you don't bake a fucking sandwich.
Hell, you never had a fucking panini.
You don't
That's
bake a
really
panini.
the goddamn panini!
You guys,
You
you guys.
press it, Chris.
You can bake
I'm a
panini.
chef. That's just a fucking grilled cheese, you dummy.
And I'm a scientist.
And it's grilled. You put it in the oven.
Also,
Anyways.
it's cakes are vaguely related to casseroles, and I think lasagna is more of a casserole than a cake. But cake, nonetheless.
I have to agree with Garrett. It's a cake.
It's not a fucking cake. Where's the goddamn frosting?
Does
my
anybody
boy?
want a gummy worm?
cheese.
I came
Yes.
prepared this time. I
Yes.
brought my own gummy worms instead of making Jeremy go downstairs.
Were those
Jeremy
yours?
provided those gummy worms for me when we went to the movies the other day. We went and saw Midsummer. Fucked up. Go watch it. Yeah, I guess if there's any left. Jeremy, what's your answer?
I said cake. Or no. Oh wait. Yes.
You
cake.
did. You agreed
yes.
with me.
Cake.
Okay. The answer is, it's a casserole.
What?
Garrett's the only one that... No, you
Yeah.
said cake. Garrett's the only one that
I
said
said I
casserole.
agreed with Garrett.
No,
It's
that
the
was...
sa-
You said you agreed with cake. That was as far as you went. Garrett said casserole. So he said... So Garrett's the only one that got it right. That was a trick question. I promise the other ones... I
So-
promise the other ones aren't trick questions
So what
like
you're
that
telling
one.
me is you're a dirty liar.
Yeah. So I promise the other ones aren't like that, but Garrett's the only one that got that one right. Don't look at my
Chris?
fucking notes.
Hey Chris.
I'm not looking at. I'm not
Chris, you
looking
ready to
at.
play some Risk over here?
No,
I'm just
me and
pissed.
Garrett aren't on the same team.
I'm just pissed because lasagna is a sandwich. Okay.
Well, I have one of them that I know you're going to get right absolutely 100%. And if
know-
you don't, then I'm going to fucking kill
You
you.
know this guy doesn't like lasagna.
You don't like lasagna?
I do, it's alright.
Lasagna's king.
If you ever...
Next to mac and cheese.
Lasagna's pretty good. Okay, hurry up, fucking finger each other real quick. Let's go on.
Oh.
What were you going to say, Garrett?
I was gonna say, if I ever see you eating lasagna like a sandwich, I'm gonna smack it out of your hand.
That'd be hot.
Okay, I hope to God that we can hear both of you on your microphone.
Oh, you can trust me.
I'm
You
allowed.
can
Okay.
probably hear the neighbors too.
Oh.
The next one, sorry, I almost forgot. The next one, short and sweet. The moon
Cheesecake.
is haunted.
Oh.
So why we never went back. It makes sense.
Easy. That's an easy answer.
Okay. Are you ready for another one?
No.
What do you mean no?
Hey, isn't there like a there's a joke about that too?
There's a ghost on.
It's pertaining to Destiny.
No.
Oh, there's a bunch of the
where it's
people on
like
like the Destiny
NASA
YouTube.
comes back and like astronaut comes out and it's like, what's wrong? And the astronaut's like, moon's haunted, and it's like grabs a gun and it's like, what? And it's like, moon's haunted, and like goes back.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
there.
I
Jeremy,
see
I
that
thought
on
that
Destiny videos.
Oh, really?
One of us
Yeah.
sent that to each other.
And then there's also another episode of X-Files where the fucking dude is like possessed by some space spirit too. I just watched that one like a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
That was like one of like the
Quick question.
first season. What's up?
How many of these did you make up?
No,
Or
no,
do we-
no.
is
Just
that-
wait till
we
the
don't get
end.
any
Just
of
wait
that?
till the end. Just wait
Okay.
till the end. I want to be surprised. I don't want to
Chris
know that
is a
there's an even
true
ratio.
connoisseur of conspiracy theories, and he wants to know what
we all
other
wanna
people
know.
believe and what I made up just to fucking fool you
Just
guys.
Tyler, show me with your teeth how many are real.
All of my teeth are real. So, what does that mean?
How many of the conspiracy reels are real?
I don't know.
Show me with your teeth.
We'll go over it after we're done with it.
6?
Okay. Okay, are you ready? Are you
Yes.
ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
The next one, there is a single record label that has Michael Jackson's old songs that he had not released. They were already recorded, but they sell these songs to new artists like The Weeknd and Bruno Mars, so they can sell... Sorry. The record label sells these songs, the Michael Jackson songs, to the artists so they can use the songs and make the songs, and that's why these songs sound so, they sound so classical, pop, hip-hop, whatever you would call them.
Disney Channel.
No,
No.
I know what you're saying. They got that.
So
old,
that's why they got
that
that,
old
like,
funk
that
sound
old
to 'em,
groove
yeah.
to them that you wouldn't expect from new music. Like, what's that one song?
Any
The
Bruno
Daft
Mars
Punk,
song? Oh, Get Lucky.
no, the other one, the Daft Punk, The Weeknd song, the I Feel It Coming,
I feel it coming.
the song about fucking.
I feel it coming, baby. Now is he talking about?
No,
That?
yes, he's talking about his wiener.
Feel it between your legs.
It's The Weeknd. The Weeknd only sings about cocaine and
But it
eating
sounds
some
good.
coochie.
It sounds
Okay,
telling
but
me
he also
cocaine
sings
sounds
that one
good?
song about fucking a lesbian girl until she's straight, which is kind of fucked
What?
up. So we don't really stand
What the hell?
him, boys.
What song is that?
I don't know, but I saw it. It was the lyrics. I don't really listen to
I
him.
have not. No, okay. Well, I'm not saying I stan him.
I mean, he's got a good voice. Yeah, we'll say that. He makes some shit that's pretty good. But he has a song that says that.
I
Wow,
can't feel
unfortunate.
my-
Okay, so. Okay, you need to tell me when we get to 10.
Okay,
We're at 10.
No, we're not.
What are we at? 7,
we're at 8.
Okay. So, this next one is the moon landing was not
There we go.
faked.
Oh,
What? Okay.
The moon landing was just one of the first, and we've actually sent people past the moon further, and they have been more or less, we'll say, suicide missions to see how far we can get people in space. And some of these pictures that we get back aren't from the Hubble telescope, which is aging because the pictures keep improving in quality, and these pictures that we get back are from these people who are sent further out into space because they are still alive and they are still able to send back relayed messages and pictures, but they aren't all from the Hubble telescope, and we are still pushing the limits as far as we can, like as far as people, and there are people who have volunteered who may or may not be able to come back.
That's a scary idea. That sounds terrifying. You want to go into the depths of space as far as we think we can go?
Garrett knows about space.
Yes.
Say something.
Black hole.
Oh.
We have a picture of the black hole, and it looks very...
Orange.
Fuzzy.
It looks like
It
the
wa-
dark sign in Dark
It does.
Souls.
It looks like the Dark Souls. It looks like when the sun is eclipsed.
It was found by a lady.
Good job. There's a lot of shit. The code for landing on the moon, I'm pretty sure,
Also
was also
lady.
written by a lady.
She had to write it all.
And then also one of the guys who was coming back into orbit on a space mission after he had to like
Came on a lady.
Garrett.
Garrett, Jesus Christ. That's our guest Garrett. No, he had to like fog up it was in some movie we watched in high school. He had to like fog up the glass and do the calculus on the window to like
Ooh.
get the trajectory of his thing right to land back on the ocean because his shit wasn't
That's a
working.
lot of pressure.
Okay.
That'd be terrifying. I'm like, mm-mm.
Well, you suck at calculus.
I suck at math in general.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, the next one is
Chris.
During what's up?
They'd
never
be
got
like,
there.
They'd be like, we need to do the calculation to land in the right spot. Like, what do you think, Chris? I'd be like, is lasagna a sandwich? And they'd be like, oh, fuck.
We're gonna die.
And then you blow up.
Yeah.
He got the space.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just thinking about that.
Okay. The next one is in the late 90s at the height. It's funny. I should have segued into this, but I wasn't really thinking because the question that I asked about it or whatever the other one. At the height of the popularity of the X-Files in the 90s, Chris Carter, the creator of the X-Files, was actually given access to classified documentation to base or to help inspire him into new episodes of the X-Files because there was so many that, like, who would believe that the FBI was actually helping him?
That's interesting.
Yo, we got number 10.
Nope.
Well, we just finished 9.
That's
We're going
number
on
9.
to 10.
Next one's number 10.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. For number 10, I will ask this one. Or sorry, I guess I want to ask you this one.
Oh, that's not the bonus?
No, not yet.
Oh.
After the 10 is the bonus.
Gotcha.
Next one is, it's obviously not one it's set in reality, but a conspiracy theory nonetheless. Shaggy Rogers from Scooby-Doo was going to be a twin, but his twin brother died during childbirth, and there was a dog in the house, and it is believed that the twin brother's spirit inhabited the dog, and that is why Scooby-Doo can talk.
Like Zoinks.
So what you're saying is,
So Scooby-Doo isn't a genius dog. He is possibly possessed by Shaggy Rogers' deceased twin brother's spirit.
I don't like that one.
So what you're saying is we need to perform an exorcism on Scooby here.
No, it
We
doesn't. He's
might
not, he's
very
not
well.
evil.
He's not evil. He just, the soul, it was a baby soul. It went to the body of the dog, who was a puppy because it was a new
But
dog.
this
And
puppy, now he's just been kicked out of his own body.
he's not. Have you seen Get Out?
Yes.
He's
like watching.
He's in
He's
the
on the
back
bench.
seat. Yes, it's honestly more tragic than if he was totally removed.
Well, Scooby's not going to last that long. He's a Great Dane. They don't last very long.
Okay, but
You get too big for their heart.
he has a human's body, so maybe his soul keeps the body alive for. Sorry, he has a human soul in the dog's body, so maybe the dog's body is able to
But it's
last
got-
longer.
It's got
Anybody
organs.
check under his armpit for a transmutation circle of any kind?
Is he hollow?
No, Shaggy has all of his limbs.
Does he?
Yes, we've seen him.
Anyone
we
look for his
seen-
dick?
No.
What do you think
But
he's
he's
always...
packing. You know he is.
Some
Okay.
gum.
Any other questions pertaining to Shaggy Rogers' deceased brother?
Wait. Who's Scrappy Doo?
That's Scooby's cousin.
Yeah, I know. Why can't he talk?
He's not canon. It doesn't matter.
What?
He's not canon. Every time, didn't you see the fucking everything? They're like, fuck him. He doesn't count. He doesn't matter. He was an afterthought.
Well, they killed him in the movie.
Bonus question.
Bonus question number 2. Who is the hottest Scooby-Doo character?
Oh, boy.
We talking minor characters too here, or just the
The
whole
main,
gang?
the main gang.
This
Son of
is
a bitch, I have to go
easy.
first.
Jeromy has to go first.
God damn.
Who is it? Who's the hottest Scooby-Doo character? Who's the hottest of the main gang? And also, we're gonna say, because I always thought they were adults, but I guess sometimes they're teenagers. But in the movie, they were adults.
They had the one where they
So
were...
I grew up with the belief that they were all adults. So
Yeah, I'm assuming everyone's over 18.
yes.
Oh.
Hang on, that is my mom. She asked me if I fed the dogs. Yes. I will now turn off notifications for my text. Sorry, boys.
That's right. That was a good sound. I thought Garrett did something right.
Okay.
I got an idea.
For that, you receive a ding.
Who is the hottest Scooby-Doo character from the gang, Jeromy? You got 5 seconds. 5.
Daphne.
Okay, Garrett.
I'm gonna say Fred.
I'm going to say Velma.
Okay. Garrett and Chris both got the answer right. Jeromy, you did not get the answer right.
Why?
Because the answer is Velma and Fred. That was open-ended. It was because I asked Henry about that, and he was like, this is a trick question. He was like,
You said there were no more trick questions.
No. It wasn't. It was open-ended, so it's not really a trick question. It was kind of like there was 2 right answers, and you chose the one that was the wrongest.
This is some bullshit.
I think
Elma's nerdy hot.
Yes. Haven't you seen the Scooby-Doo movie?
Mm-hmm.
Fred's what does he say? He's like he says some shit and he's like, nerdy girls like you turn me on too. He's right.
I
Yeah.
like red
And then-
hair.
Daphne is beautiful. She's not the hottest.
She's also like
She kind of stuck up.
she's like
No, she's nice. We're not
she's
gonna say
nice.
anything bad about the Scooby-Doo gang.
You're
They are
right.
all nice.
Are you afraid of being possessed by Shaggy's brother?
It was up to my discretion. Okay, that was the answer. Is it was up to my discretion.
So
and the
it's
answers
who
were Fred.
Tyler thinks
Yes,
is hottest in the Scooby-Doo
I didn't want to
gang.
say that because I was like, maybe that would give it away.
I could be the one of the bad guys, the scuba diver one.
Oh, Old Man Jenkins.
No,
Old Man Jenkins is the hottest
let me
villain.
see if I can.
So he's in SpongeBob too. He got the
Schmitty
You know what I'm talking about?
Man Jensen is the hottest SpongeBob character.
You're talking about the guy in the suit.
The underwater ghost.
Yeah.
He's got the red eyes. It was.
what is his name?
I don't remember this one.
I haven't done it in a long time, so I feel like I can't.
Are you
make
talking about the
noise.
space
No,
space
no,
No, he's talking
skeleton?
about,
and
like the old timey scuba diver guy.
Hold on, let me. See.
He's like,
You're not talking about the laugh, the skeleton laugh one.
"Oh."
No, he does a laugh.
That's like a space ghost
Well,
that you're thinking
if,
of.
if I can do that, if I can't do it, we'll have to cut this out.
You're thinking about the.
No,
Oh. Yeah. That's a space ghost
that's a
one.
space one. If
Yeah,
I
That
can
that's
one's
do it.
Captain Cutler, that guy.
No,
No.
that's the one he was
Oh,
thinking of was
you're
like
talking about
the
space,
skeleton in
like-
the spacesuit.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay. Yeah,
boy.
he's fine too. He's really fine. All right, you guys ready for another one?
Yes.
So Garrett is 2 for 2, Chris is 1 for 2, and Jeromy, you are none for 3. Well, no, we'll say you have half. We'll say you
How's
have.
he get half?
Well,
Cake,
because he
bitch.
lobbied or he.
It
like-
ain't casserole. He didn't say casserole.
Okay, you're right. Sorry, Chris. He outweighs you.
Does he outweigh me? I think I'm bigger than him.
You might be bigger than him, but Chris is a dad, so he has more
Dad
weight
dog.
in the
He'll
family.
use the dad voice.
And his customer service voice, which I really hate when he uses on me.
What's your customer service voice?
I'm not gonna talk about it right now.
All right.
Okay, are you ready for another?
I guess.
Fucking just answer them better.
I'm answering to the best of my ability.
Okay, the next one is. This one may be easy for you guys, it may not be. Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be a Sith Lord, but because of the hate that he received after the first movie came out, they introduced Count Dooku, and that's why there is seemingly lines, and he's kind of out of place in comparison, and that Jar Jar Binks is still believed to this day to be...
He's a double
he was
agent.
supposed to be a Sith Lord, but they, again, canceled that because everybody hated him.
Darth Jar Jar.
Yes, Darth Jar Jar.
Misa.
So that was
He's a dipshit.
so that was like a freebie for you guys. And if you guys get that one wrong, fuck you.
I'll never tell.
So,
Hey, don't look at Garrett's answers.
I'm not
just
changing
because I know everything about Star Wars, don't mean you can cheat on me.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, again, tell me when we get to the
The last one.
15.
yes. Donald Trump's wife, Melania? Melania?
Melina.
Millennial Trump.
Yes.
Melania.
She is not always present when seen in public, and she, in fact, has a body double. There have been sightings where she is in... Well, I mean, she's quite often... I feel like there are many, many, many pictures of her in her trench coat that she has, or her night coat, whatever the coat it is, and sunglasses. And there are instances where they have compared the pictures, and it looks like she has a different nose, or different lips, or a different face altogether. And sometimes they think that she is not actually there, and they just have somebody in replace of her acting as his wife, since she doesn't really do the talking. She's not him.
She's just kind of
She's hanging out.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions? You guys don't have any questions. Okay. The next one.
Oh, okay.
Ask the question, sir.
I don't have one.
I'm bad at I'm bad at asking questions, but I'm good at giving the right answer. You know what I'm saying, boy?
What was the question?
Sandwiches.
Okay. Conspiracy theories themselves are made up by the government, not all, some, are made up by the government to help distract you from things that may seem outlandish at first, but are actually true. So there is an overabundance of conspiracy theories to help discredit things that are actually, again, while outrageous, are actually true.
Which government?
Ooh.
Well, ours, seeing as it's the most military powerful, and that's the only thing that fucking counts for anything in this world.
What if it's the
what
Czech
about
Republic?
the lizard government?
We don't talk about that because that's based in anti-Semitism and all that.
Oh shit, I forgot. Okay.
So
What
that
about the
conspiracy
furry
theory,
government?
He got you there.
the furry government.
We
You
can't
mean
talk about
the Sonic fandom.
Yeah.
Chris, they'll bust in the roof. Come
I
down
swear.
ropes.
Didn't I send that picture to the chat where it's like the guy's like, "It's Sonic's friends, let's beat him up."
No.
Well, I have it, and I replaced it with "It's Jeremy," and then I said, "Let's beat him up." Or it's because Jeremy had I don't remember what he said, but I said, "Oh, is Jeremy
He
posted some?"
He posted,
Yeah.
he posted the Judy Hopps porn.
It was a tasteful butt.
Jeremy posted a picture of Judy Hopps from the Disney classic, the cop movie, where
Zootopia.
the cop is the cop, the bunny, and I said, Jeremy
Hey.
posted that picture in the group chat. Let's beat him up.
At least it wasn't me. I can't
Yes, okay,
talk.
we're not going to talk about
Yeah.
that. Anyways, the group chat is for us. This podcast is for the people.
I get
That's
shit
you.
on.
Okay. Next one. The year is actually not 2019.
Ooh, spicy.
There have been discrepancies between biblical dates, both in the Bible and what actually happened, or what is written as the date in real life in comparison to the Bible, and there are, we will say, inconsistencies with what happened when, and that it may actually be a few hundred years earlier than we think it is, because certain things in history that are supposed to have been closer to each other are further apart, and not everything is as lined up as it should be.
I would be so pissed off if it was still the 1900s.
Well, it wouldn't make a difference to you because
I'm
we're
just
still
saying.
here,
Oh man, it'd be like
and it's not a. It would be more than just 100 years. It's like, we'll say it's like between like 350 200 years.
Wow.
Oh shit! So
It's
we
like
could
one-
restart America again.
It's like when I think 10 years
can
ago
we
it's
redo
still
it?
1990.
No, everything is still the same. It would just be the calendar was wrong.
Oh no, we can reset.
No,
it.
we'll- we'll reset it.
Okay. We
It'd be a
should.
good reason to.
Yes,
If
okay,
they said
okay.
yeah, I'd be like, all right, well, can we restart? And they'd be like, well, I mean, I don't see why not.
You lose all your progress and you start.
Instead of the
Also,
Boston Tea
a,
Party, the Boston Vape Party, it'd be great.
Another reason I have written down here is because there has not once in the history of ever been a unified calendar among all nations and
That
all
makes sense.
peoples. So
They just based it off of like who did it the best.
Some
and who-
procedure fucked it
yeah.
up and he added
So
2
we
extra
don't
months.
have the same calendar as certain peoples. Not every religion believes it's the same year as every other religion, this and that. So there's that.
I remember in Cambodia they started over during a
It's
dictatorship.
kind of like, it's interesting how in some cultures, people's age is determined at different points. Some people consider age at the point of conception. Some people,
Let me tell you something, Chris.
I don't.
Want to say because
Shut
yeah,
up.
because Korea.
I'm just saying, no, like some people when you're born, you're actually 9 months old.
Who
Like,
says
who's
that?
Well,
I
'cause-
had looked it up. I don't know exactly where, but I know that there are.
Korea actually they do have 2 birthdays, and it's more of an older tradition that young people aren't using as much anymore. But they have their Korean age, which is usually a year to a year and a half younger, and then your like actual like age on your birth certificate.
See, told you. Everyone.
Well,
they're-
I guess in Korea then. Thank you for that. Thank you for the clarification. Cite your sources, Chris.
I don't. I
Wikipedia.
just look them up.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is I was reading, and it is actually very heavily monitored and edited and peer reviewed. So Wikipedia isn't necessarily a place where you shouldn't get your information. It is just
It's a good starting point.
it's more of an encyclopedia. It is not to be discredited, but none of those sources are the original
Wait.
source, so you can't really cite them. That's why
Wikipedia?
college professors tell you not to.
Encyclopedia?
Yes, the Internet Encyclopedia. So college professors tell you it's a good starting point, and then there's other places to find sources on the Wikipedia page. High school teachers usually tell you it's not fucking true and they're lying.
Yeah, kids, PSA. If you're using Wikipedia, scroll down to the bottom. Use those sources linked at the bottom.
Garrett's been to fucking college. I've been to college. He's written papers. I've written papers. You gotta fucking.
So many
You have to have
papers
some
about
basic
fish.
knowledge before you can have deeper knowledge. Wikipedia is a great place to have some fucking basic knowledge.
This fish goes.
30 pages is my longest so far.
Oh boy.
Fucking.
What was it?
Mine's like 10, 15.
What was it about?
Water quality.
Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking's bad.
There's lots of poop.
Brita filter solves all your problems. Next conspiracy.
Okay.
Last one.
This is number 15.
Number 15.
I was gonna say.
I was like, he might have more, but this
Okay.
is after this we get the next
See,
bonus question.
I actually have 2 more before the next bonus question.
Oh shit! Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I do have. No, we'll just say 3. I have another one. We'll just do it. We're only at 46 minutes. I'll do it, and then we'll do the last bonus question. I didn't really have anything spectacular, great to end it on, so I didn't really think that far ahead. I just thought of the main course.
That's fine. Main course is all it takes. Dessert comes after.
Chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy.
Good
Okay,
steak.
so Frankenstein, the story of Frankenstein, is actually... I keep hitting my mic, and I'm afraid that I'm unplugging it. Frankenstein is actually based on a true story. Now, while a true story, the Dr. Frankenstein may or may not have been his name, but he did try to bring somebody back that was a combination of other parts of other deceased, but it was not successful. But the rest of the story remains the same. The people were angry. They didn't want him to do it. He still tried. They still...
Set him afire.
Did they kill him? Did they not kill him? I don't know. I don't really know.
Killed
the
the
story.
monster in the
Well,
movies.
the monster never came back
Why? I know.
because it's real life.
Until Frankenstein 2.
Until Frankenstein 2.
Young Frankenstein.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh.
So,
It didn't turn out well.
and then the next one is Elon Musk is an alien.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is
We
an
don't
alien.
Talk about it yet, Jeremy.
He
Oh, what?
came to Earth to share his technology with us. That's why we got the Teslas and all this. That's why for most of the years he was totally fine. He was chill. He was a very businesslike man. And then he smoked some weed and he kind of went off the rails, and they kind of don't want him to be the head man anymore because stocks went down after he kind of fucking lost his shit. Was it on the Joe Rogan podcast that this happened, or was it a
Yeah.
different podcast? He's kind of a meme man now.
I mean, he
But-
sold his flamethrowers. How can you be mad at him?
They weren't flamethrowers. They were
So
torches or something.
He sold us blowtorches that shoot flame 15 feet.
Yes, thank you for that. Have to make sure the truth is out there. Yeah. Okay, and then also that would explain why he dated Grimes. She looks like an alien.
It would also explain why he wants to get to Mars so goddamn badly.
He's trying to get fucking back home.
Exactly. He's like,
He's like, Mama, I'm coming.
Have you seen the Flat Earth Society says that while Earth is flat, Mars has been observed to be round?
Incredible.
What a world we
I
live
wonder
in.
if there's a flat Mars society on Mars and they think Earth is round, but they're still flat.
You don't even need to go to fucking space to see that Earth is round. There's like
Tyler.
a bunch of...
Personally, I think it's Chapzoid.
Garrett is woke. God,
Remember,
why are you guys on the
I'm a-
podcast? Garrett is a genius.
I'm
we
a
need
science
to have
major.
him too. I'm a history major, and
Okay.
historically speaking, the Earth was round then, and I
Historically
think it's round
speaking,
now.
people thought Earth was the center of the universe, and they were fucking wrong.
What
yeah,
if-
but then they moved on.
But what if the Earth is like full of like carbon dioxide, and somebody cut a hole in it and it's deflating and now it's flat because of that?
That would explain climate change.
God
Boom.
damn it!
We tore wide open.
Garrett, you need to go to the...
We need to get some tape. Buy some tape. And we're
Flex
running out of
seal. We
helium.
need
That's where all the
flex seal.
helium is going. That's why the Earth is running out of helium.
That's why the Earth floats, guys.
That's why the Earth doesn't fall in space. Because it's floating with helium. That's why we're losing helium. The Earth is falling. Climate change. It all makes sense now.
It was right under our nose all along. It's game over. What are you doing?
You want to look at it.
I just want to see what that bottle was. You could buy that at Rayleigh's.
You can buy that at Safeway.
Probably much better at Rayleigh's.
Because that's the signature select.
Okay.
I don't think you buy that at Rayleigh's. Go on, Tyler.
The last one before the last bonus question.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you're about to say something. You know when you're about to say something and it's like on the tip of your tongue and it's about to come out,
Tip of the tongue syndrome.
and you forget it instantly. Not even tip on the tongue syndrome, because it's not something that you're trying to remember.
When
It's
you're
something you're about to say, and it's about to come out, and then you lose it. You know when that happens?
Yeah.
Okay. That is because you know how there's like multiple universes and all this and that, and how every choice diverges into another one? Every time you're about to say something and it doesn't come out is because an alternate version of you in a parallel universe or an adjacent universe has said it instead, thus taking the words out of your mouth, so that path is
that's
created.
fucking mean.
That
And then
bastard.
your path is the one where you forgot what it was.
Fuck that guy.
You may remember, but he says it first, and you don't get to say it because that path is on that one, and then so that universe is a separate one. There is literally a universe where you said it first, where it came out of your mouth instead.
I'm gonna start a podcast with myself from a different universe, and that's what it's gonna be called. You said it first, and it's gonna be like, ha. And then in my universe, I'm just gonna be quiet, and the others are like, hey, this is Chris.
This is Chris 2-9.
Okay, so do you have all the answers? Did you write
Yes.
down all the answers to all the conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Again, we were playing to see if I made them up or if somebody else believes them. For most of them, honestly, I went on Reddit forums to see what is conspiracy theories you most believe, or what are conspiracy theories that are so wild that are probably true, or things like that. So again, we
Right.
went to Reddit this time.
Right.
That was just a coincidence. It wasn't
Useful
intentional. Yes. That's maybe not where this podcast is headed. We may not just pull from Reddit every single time. But thank you, Reddit. I'm citing my source right there, kind of.
A+.
Bibliography.
Thank you. The last question, again, has nothing to do with conspiracy theories. What is the Best A Day to Remember album?
Son of a bitch, I don't remember their names.
I don't-
who answers first?
Me,
Garrett answers first.
I don't know any of them, so I'm
You, okay, you can tell me you don't know any of them?
Can I just say the answer?
No, Garrett has to go.
Can I
then
look up
Jeromy,
the names
then
of them
you.
and just pick at random?
No, you
No,
can't.
just you
No,
know
you
names
have
of
to know.
songs?
No, it
You
has
don't
to
know
be the
names
album.
of
It has to be
songs?
the album.
I
I
think
don't
he
listen to them.
he doesn't listen to them.
Okay, Garrett, you're out. You lose this one.
I mean, I got 2 points right. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
so you're
I'm
already
chilling.
doing better. Okay, Jeromy,
The one with the hourglass on the front. And the guy.
Chris.
Homesick.
You guys all got it
Homestruck?
wrong.
Homestruck.
Can I just the first one?
No.
What is it?
Try it.
The answers were going to be the second one,
Damn it!
which was For Those Who Have Heart, or Common Courtesy.
What was that one?
I thought you guys would have gotten Common
Seriously?
Courtesy. Yeah.
was that?
Common Courtesy is good, but I like the most recent album a lot.
He likes the
so-
dad rock one.
He's
He's a
dead.
dad now.
Yeah.
That's what-
Anyways,
Makes
good job
sense.
on the bonus questions, Garrett. Do I have another bonus question?
Wait, which one was the second one you said?
For Those Who Have Heart, the one with the eagle on it.
Boo.
That one's good.
I bet you.
then-
I bet you like all the new Bring Me the Horizon stuff too.
No, not all of it. The second to last album is their best one.
Cemetery.
Oh, I do know one album. Never mind.
Okay, and then Common
Homesick.
Courtesy is the next best one. Or sorry, not the next best one. Those were the answers. So, bonus question answers. It's a casserole.
Yes. Fred
Uh,
and Daphne or Velma.
Yeah, I was gonna say Daphne almost too. But I was like, who the fuck is who? Fred and Velma. And then Common Courtesy or For Those Who Have Heart. You guys fucking suck. I'm really disappointed in you. I thought you guys were all gonna get that last one right.
Well, that's because we all have different tastes on which
Well,
album
no,
is best.
you and me have talked about how Common Courtesy is the best
Just
before.
make up another question right now, then, so we don't disappoint you.
Okay, God, I can't. I'm trying to think of one that isn't too easy, but isn't too hard. I don't got one. I don't
That's
have
all right.
one.
That's all right.
Okay,
Let's find out who did the best.
so
Yeah,
did you just write them down in like? Did you just put one, or did you write the names?
I
wrote
wrote
the
down
name and
one.
then
I
my answer.
numbered them, and then I put if I thought it was true or false with
Okay.
some scribble.
Well, did
notes
you
on
write
it.
down what the conspiracy theory was?
Yes.
Or like, okay, so Garrett, you're going to help me because I don't have them numbered myself, and I read them out of order because I was just writing them down in this notebook.
Okay.
So, The UFOs are actually time traveling humans.
That's number 2.
Marshmallow Man's
Marshmallow.
the first one.
Oh, so okay. So you just tell me
Okay.
which one is which.
Number 1, marshmallow.
That one people actually believe. I did not make that one up.
Yes.
What is the second one?
UFO time travelers.
UFO time travelers. People also actually believe that.
Oh fuck.
Yes. People cremated.
The people cremated one.
Yeah, you get Yellow, Nana, and Gerald.
The Nana and Gerald one, I made up.
You made that one up?
I made that one
Man,
up.
I thought it was like true capitalism. That's
No,
how I feel
I
like
made that
people
one up.
really must believe
I
that.
made it up.
Call of Duty and the
That was a good
military
one.
industrial complex.
I made that one up.
I could believe that one to be true.
I
That
thought it was true. That
That's
was true.
In my heart, that's true.
Titanic no sink.
The Titanic didn't sink. That one is people actually believe.
Damn it, I'm not doing good. I'm doing bad. I'm doing real bad.
Moon haunted.
The moon is haunted. People actually believe that,
Okay.
or they joke about
I, was
believing
like, I
it.
actually knew that one. Michael Jackson unreleased songs.
People actually believe that Michael Jackson's songs are sold to artists.
Space suicide.
The space suicide one,
Yeah.
I made up.
That's a pretty good one.
X-Files guy giving stuff from the FBI.
I made that up. Sorry, the X-Files receiving information from the FBI. I
Yes.
made
I
up.
should have believed anything with X-Files you probably made up. I don't...
Scooby-Doo exorcism.
That one I made up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Darth Jar Jar.
That one is people actually believe that.
People
that
do?
People
Dude,
actually.
there's-
That was the freebie. People actually believe that Jar Jar Binks was
I
supposed
can
to
show
be
you
the
some,
bad
like,
guy.
hour-long
false.
videos.
He's a dipshit.
There are some like hour and a half hour long videos that go into incredible detail
People
from the
actually
comics,
believe.
movies, and like
Are you
interviews.
kidding?
There's
me?
some scenes where people say it looks like he's using like a Jedi mind trick, not Jedi.
You can see
a
him like
mind
mumbling
trick.
in the background during certain
Like,
scenes.
his mouth is kind of going
Are
like
you
that.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I haven't watched any of them because I thought they
George
were all
Lucas has refused to comment on it. He doesn't want to tell
It's,
anybody.
it gets really deep. In some
It's
of that
re-
shit.
I
ridiculous,
thought
dude.
all the videos were satire, but people actually.
No, it's-
they-
it's-
so I guess they actually
hella
believe
true.
that.
It's hell true.
Okay,
First lady body double.
that one people actually believe.
I believe that.
That that makes sense.
Any president, I believe, would have
Yeah.
a double.
I mean, especially with one as controversial as this one,
Yeah.
it would make 100% sense. That his whole family has body doubles. Conspiracy made up by the government.
That one people actually believe.
Yeah.
That one.
And that one, I was. That's why with the FBI one, I was like, well, yeah, because if they were giving any if FBI is giving these big expensive productions like, oh, we don't want people to even think about this shit. Make something funny out of it. Like, imagine it's an original idea. Then they put it out.
So that's why
and
you believe the X-Files
people
one.
are automatically like. People are like, oh wow, that's really funny, or that I've seen that in a show before. That's not real. It's in a show. Like, that's why we need to raid Area 51.
Get on it.
What if
Join
it's not
it up.
actually in Area 51 though? What if it's in like Area 53?
They moved everything to Area 53.
No, they just have Area 51 to protect Area
That's
53.
Area 53's body double.
Yes.
Whoa.
Why would they let the whole society know where all the shit was?
So
That's true.
Not 2019.
Not 2019. That one people actually believe. I watched a few videos on that a few years ago, and I remembered it, and then I looked some stuff up. That one, while people actually believe it, I think that one is actually not true, because there is multiple histories written by multiple people, and there is all these events that people try to say don't line up, and this and that are all filled in with other
But
people's histories.
here's what's interesting.
Hang on. This is mostly the discrepancies between the Christian dates, but again, there's been like dates from like Chinese history that have
They were
disputed
Christians.
and proved that these so-called lost couple hundreds of years it's just a conspiracy theory.
Dark Ages.
I feel like it would be like religious versus non-religious people. People who aren't religious are probably the ones pushing that, and they're like,
Well, I mean,
why
it's-
would I believe? If
It's not so much the number itself that is up for dispute, it's that there was a gap of time between events, or that all these events don't line up. And it's not so much that the year is whatever year it is, because we've been around for longer than 2019 years. So that itself, because doesn't the calendar start when Jesus was born?
Yeah.
So there was people before
Yes.
Jesus was born. So the dispute isn't between the numbers; it's between
It's
whether or not.
maybe we're off by like 20 years.
I mean, I feel like it's quite some time because it's going to be whenever someone first decided to, one, have a written language so they could actually record the events, and two, start to decide actually recording events.
Who was that guy?
no,
Who was the
see-
guy that was like, hey, I have an idea, and everyone said, what? And he said, let's record time. And they
Same
thought,
was
that's
because-
a really good fucking idea.
I
John
think you guys are
Calendar.
missing the point. The point isn't the year number itself. It is that they think that there is a missing span of history that we don't know what happened
Yeah,
to.
the government probably took it out.
Like that, you wake up, there was a blackout essentially.
They don't talk
Although-
about the Great War that happened.
Sorry, maybe not a blackout, but that. It is actually we skipped so many hundreds of years between events, or events were actually closer together than they say.
It's because it was the Golden Age and we had cars and cool shit, and Atlantis was real, and then
There was one about that there was some society that was complete, with all people, and that is why there are so many similarities between religious beliefs and
Pangea, my boys.
essentially that, but a human society, because there's a bunch of similarities between we'll say alien sightings in ancient histories or whatever, how
Oh,
they
you
have
mean-
paintings of
yeah. all
all this stuff happening, and
I
it's
see,
they have similar
One
ones
cave painting
all
here
over
and
the
then another
world.
one over there, and they're the same shit.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah, so they were saying that there was a universal human society before that collapsed, and then we kind of lost it. That was a separate conspiracy theory,
The
but I didn't write that one down.
Forerunners.
I said that could
Yeah.
make sense of why we had the Dark Age, basically, and then we kind of reset.
Just turn off the light.
But the Dark Ages
Yeah.
was not the 1400s.
The Dark Ages was after the medieval times, but if we had that's the best example, because the Dark Age is just societal stagnation essentially, which would make sense of why we didn't ever advance or why we didn't record things. We were we don't know what we're doing.
But again, the so-called missing years are, again, only in the Dark Ages. Wasn't
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes, understood.
It was European only. Anyways, so next one. What was the next one?
Mary Shelley Frankenstein,
That one I made up.
and then
Frankenstein is fake.
Too
I mean,
simple.
somebody probably tried to revive a
bet
person one
somebody
time, but not the
I
actual story of
almost voted
Frankenstein.
yes because I thought
Lazarus.
Vlad the Impaler was real.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't some crazy guy who put together some bodies be real? That I thought
Technically, so
not
was
enough
Dracula.
details.
I mean, yeah.
Dracula was Vlad the Impaler, Garret.
No, you know what I'm saying.
What? You made it sound like two different people.
Well, maybe he was two different people. We weren't there. They think that
what if he was his
Shakespeare.
body double?
They think that Shakespeare may have been a bunch of different people
Yes, I know.
working the same way as a marshmallow, just
good old
a
William.
pseudonym under a bunch of different
Tweet.
things. Also, I saw that Dean Koontz, the author.
Nope.
There's Stephen King, who pumps out a scary book every other week,
What about Lance?
and then there's Dean Koontz, who's also a we'll say horror author, more thriller author. I've read a few of his books. His books are a little more lighthearted, I would say, in comparison to more young adult teenager books, in comparison to the horror books that Stephen King writes.
So Stranger Things kind of scary.
I guess, yeah, kind of. But anyways, they were saying that Dean Koontz is actually a name, or that he's actually only written a few books, and he lets other people write books and then publish under his name so they can get some money and so they can get their work out there.
If he did, that'd be really cool.
So there's a bunch of conspiracy theories that artists aren't actually just one person, but it's a conglomeration of a bunch of people who are either helping other people out or who are just not very good at what they do, but they have a few hits, so they just keep it going.
Okay.
Anyways,
Up next, we got the Musk Man being an alien.
Muskman, I made that one up. I thought I made that one up, and then I kept researching, and people actually believe
shit.
that Elon Musk. So that one, other people actually believe. I thought I was like, he lost his shit. I was like, what if he was an alien? And then people were like, he's a fucking alien, bro. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, I
So-
thought that was original.
Question is, are him and the Zuck from the same planet?
No, we
Doesn't
don't
the
talk
Zuck
about
have
the
like
Zuck 'cause,
anxiety or something? I don't know. We don't.
Where the fuck are his reinforcements if he's an alien? Like, come on.
Oh, it's just he just I don't know. Why didn't
Was he
ET,
just
why did
chilling?
ET's fucking people drop him on his fucking head and just leave him here? I don't know.
E.T. go home.
Shut
Phone
up.
home.
Anyways, Elon Musk, people think he's an alien.
He's Elon Musky. Smells bad.
Also, he used to have like a very receding hairline. Now he has hair, a lot of it.
Science.
He probably used one of those
Sciences.
ads where it's like, going bald, try this trick and you'll never be
He
bald
went from
again.
an incel to a Chad in a span of like 10 years, and he looks younger than he did when he was like in college.
He built Tesla nanobots to just hold pieces of hair on his head.
Goddamn Tony Stark. Who?
Exactly. Then last but not least, alternate universe U set first.
I made that one up.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one.
Okay. Chris, how many did you get right?
Wait, let me see. Let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Garrett, how many did you get right?
15.
Are you kidding me? You changed your answers.
It's a pen!
Did you get all of them right?
No,
you got
but I got
bonus.
bonus questions.
You got 13.
Oh.
Oh, wait, do we count the bonus questions?
I was counting the bonus questions, yeah.
Because then I got 9.
Okay, you got 9 points.
15 points.
You came last.
Really?
I got 11.
This just
And I
means
got
that-
0 bonus
This
questions.
just means that I have a
Bud.
much better imagination than you guys.
Oh, you know what? You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Wait, I want to know which ones you got right.
I got.
Sorry, I want to know which ones you got wrong.
Oh, okay. Wait. I got the time travel one wrong.
Okay.
Uh,
You thought
and
I made that up?
My footnote. No, and I put alien butthole probes are too common. So, the burning multiple people at one time, because I said corporate capitalism always wins.
I appreciate that. That one. I thought that one was pretty clever. Who got? Did anybody get the Scooby Doo one wrong?
Which one was that one?
The Scooby Doo one was the one where
Okay.
Shaggy's deceased brother
Oh.
possessed the dog.
I got it right.
I got that
What
right.
was number 4? Which one was number 4?
COD.
Huh?
Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, I believe that one because I was like, again,
that
I'm
made
like,
sense to me, yeah.
military, like romanticizing war. Like,
Yeah.
why not?
I
War
kind of just
machine.
piggybacked off the college one and said Call of Duty.
Titanic.
That one was people actually believe that one.
Yeah, I thought that. I'm like, but why? I thought it doesn't make any sense to me why they would. So, anyways, I didn't believe that one. So 6. No, I got that one right. Got that one. 8. The moon one, or the traveling.
Suicide missions.
further
You
in
thought that was
space.
real?
You never. I was like, man, no suicide missions, and I'm like, I could believe people. Well, if people believe the Earth is flat, people could believe that we're sending people on suicide missions to go as far as we can go into space. Why not? We're that desperate. NASA needs something. Like, they would send people out. Why not? Sorry, my imagination is not good enough for you guys.
What do you mean your imagination? It was my imagination. You believed it. I sold it to you.
I got the X-Files one wrong again because, as I had mentioned,
Yep.
I thought, well,
I thought that one was too close to the other one where the government makes the
well, because
conspiracy
it all
theories,
ties in.
but-
Why wouldn't the government feed information to certain people and tell them to make media about it so that it's not so much like surprising? It's not surprising at all. If let's say all of this alien shit, they just give it to people,
Correct.
and then aliens show up one day and we're like, well, we saw this in movies, so it's shocking, but at the same time, it's not that shocking. It would still be pretty fucking shocking. Obvious. Oh, I got the Scooby Doo one right.
Yeah,
Anyways. I got 10 points.
How many did you get, Jeromy? 11? Best double check your fucking
Close.
answers.
I got the Jar Jar Binks one wrong. The fuck? I'm like,
that was the freebie.
Amateur mistake.
Everybody knows that one.
But when you said if you get this wrong, I was like, well, yeah, because he's not a fucking Sith. Like, who would believe that?
No, people believe that.
Who
I don't
would
know.
believe
I don't know.
that?
I don't
So,
know.
As I mentioned,
There's
I said,
so much
I
YouTube
put,
on it.
he's
There
a
is
dipshit.
so much YouTube on it. I just figured you would have seen it somewhere.
You're the one that deep dives into just the ant colony videos and all that shit.
Because
so.
I could believe this stuff. They're anyways.
Does anybody else go on like just trends where you just like watch like one specific kind of YouTube video for like a month?
Yeah.
Like
The
there would
knife
be,
guy.
There would be knife. Yeah, the knife guy. There's this dude on YouTube. He just makes a knife out of everything. One time he made Jello, a knife. He like he cooked Jello, froze it, made it into a knife, and then melted it down and then ate it.
Yeah.
And then there was another one where he made a cardboard box into a knife that could cut like anything. Like he makes them into like the sharpest things ever.
He made a styrofoam knife.
Nice.
And
He
it
made,
could
like-
cut paper.
And he made like
Awesome.
didn't he make like a Lego one time too?
Yeah.
He's made
He made a whole bunch.
He's made a knife out of everything. He has like infinity videos.
He should make a knife out of Nokias.
Probably.
probably
That,
has.
although I don't know if he can make it. They're indestructible.
And then obviously I got the Musk one wrong because
You thought I made that one up?
I thought that it was what? Yes.
Well, I
Because
did
was
it
like,
first,
that's
but
stupid
then I didn't.
because it doesn't. And yeah, it's just dumb. And then the last one about the split parallel universes, I thought that's just complex enough that if you threw some like other facts behind it, I could see that as true. I could believe that people think that something as simple as that or maybe it's a part of a bigger theory. I was like, well, that makes sense. You know, if every part of you in a different universe is doing something and they're all somewhat, I mean, they're parallel, but if you do something that creates a different path, then they have to be aligned in some way. You have to be connected in some way, so I could believe something.
I mean,
stupid
theoretically
like
speaking, yes, if there is literally infinite possibilities, then every choice you make does have a divergent path, and that is actually true, if that is the case. But
So-
I made that up.
that. That's why I thought. So that's
Because I used that thinking to make it up.
So if I learn anything from this, is that me and Tyler have a lot in common in mindset, and I was fooled. This was a trap.
It was not intentionally set up to bamboozle you, I promise. Garrett, which one did you get wrong?
Well, I got,
He
I
got
got
50.
I got 4 wrong and then minus 1 bonus question. So I missed the DJ Marmello one. I was like,
I saw in the explanation for that one, it was talking about how every time he explains like how he makes his music or whatever, everybody's like, he doesn't know shit. Like he knows like base level like whatever, and they were like, he does not go nearly in depth, and like they were saying that like how he shows how he like chooses shit, like he'll just pick like a note or whatever and be like, oh, this needs to be boosted whatever, like before he even listens to it or some shit, and they're like, how the fuck could he even possibly do that?
Some people just have that music.
But it was like on his computer, like it was just like he's just looking at the fucking shit and he's like, oh, that needs to be boosted. Like they were just like, you couldn't possibly know that something needs to be changed until after like you have it like all listened to and like this and that. But they were just saying that like his shit is like not that in depth and it's just random like when he tries to explain it. So they were like, it's not just him doing it, he's just the head guy, and that he just does the DJing, and then everybody else like, or there's a bunch of different people who make the actual music.
yeah, for me, it was like I don't really know much about him, nor do I listen to the music that often, so I was kind of just guess on that one for me. I missed the Call of Duty one because, like Chris, I was like, that makes sense, you know, romanticizing and glorifying the war. Let's do it, you know, that's what a country kind of does. The Michael Jackson one, just because I was like, I can see it happening, you know.
No, people believe that's true.
I know, I said you made it up.
No, I didn't.
That's what I got it wrong though.
You said.
You thought
I thought you made it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I was like, no, yeah, people think that.
No, so yeah, I thought you made that one up, and I was like, I misread my my thing there. Anyway, and then the last one I missed was the space suicide missions. I thought that was true.
Wow, you guys really believe that? That's fucked up.
Hey,
What do you
NASA
mean?
has like no money, let alone like why the fuck would people
sending
just?
dogs and chimps to space? What's
That's
to
not
stop
people,
me?
though.
Oh,
We
yeah,
sent-
I
we
know,
sent
but you
Just to
go
s-
further.
just to take
you
pictures?
literally go further
Just to take
every
pictures?
single time.
Well,
And-
because I have met people who say that if they wanted to do a suicide mission in space, that they'd do it, and I was like, oh,
Oh, okay. So I guess okay.
You had people who said they would do a suicide mission?
in space, yeah. Like if
Oh
they
my
like literally
gosh,
if they wanted to
no.
go with 100% chance of them knowing not coming back because they hate it here so much that they would go.
Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no.
Well.
Anyway, those are the ones that I missed.
Fuck. Jeremy.
Yeah, we need your help on this. Number 2, which was
Time travel.
Time travel.
You
Yes,
thought the
that
time travel people one was made up by me?
Mm-hmm.
And then Nana and Gerald,
And Gerald was number 3.
cremation.
Thought that was true.
That was just fucked up enough for me to make it sound like it was true. It may be true. I don't know, but
Titanic
I made it up. I didn't see it
I
online.
fell into the capitalist every single
See,
time.
that's what, because I was like, what fucking like, if the cremator really doesn't give that much of a fuck, how do I know that that's not true?
That probably really happens, honestly.
I'm sure it happens
I bet
somewhere.
you that really happens.
Like, honestly, like, because my dog got cremated. How do I know that, like, animals die at a higher frequency than fucking people do? At least I would assume, because they live shorter times. So, but like, so how do I know they only gave me his ashes or his ashes at all?
Right.
Well, one of these is also, ashes, they get so small, there's no way you can, 100% clean out something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be getting a little bit of something.
Titanic.
Titanic one I did not make up. I don't give nearly enough of a fuck about the Titanic to make up something about it.
Haunted Moon.
Yeah, Haunted Moon.
You thought I made that one up?
Yeah.
And that one's all over YouTube too. Like Chris said, it's like in the comment section like of like hella videos.
I just saw the one meme.
Space suicide.
Space suicide. I thought was true.
All you guys thought that one was real.
Which one?
The space suicide
X-Files,
one.
okay. Given
Number
files.
9, X-Files.
The X-Files one you thought was true?
I want to interject on that one real quick. The reason why I thought that you made that one up is because I was like, one, the FBI, they wouldn't be the ones handling those files. Because you specifically said
they
that
have the
The
X-Files.
X people would do it.
No, so you specifically said that they were being given, or the X Files guy was being given documents about like UFO and military and all that shit. And I was like, the FBI would not be the one handling the documents. That'd be the military. There's no way the FBI would have any chance of getting those.
well, in my actual notes, what I actually wrote down was like just unexplained phenomena and stuff. Just,
Oh,
just
well,
whatever. That's not what I said, but it was still. I still made it up.
I was saying in your explanation when you were verbally saying it, that's what you said. That's why I was like, FBI don't got that.
I didn't say nothing about no military, nothing. I just said.
But I was thinking that
I just said the
military
FBI was feeding them the files because they have the fucking because the FBI is who the X-Files is about.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got the rest of them right.
Congratulations. So Garrett, you got it right. Woo. Good job. You
Thank
win. Chris, I'm proud of you. Jeromy, also good job. I didn't fool you nearly as well as I fooled Chris.
I feel like as the loser who I feel like I'm the tinfoil hat. It's like I am the tinfoil hat because
I should have made a hat.
I believe so
Should've made a
many
hat.
of these. I believe so many of these.
I'm trying to think of something I could say to Chris since he did lose from Borat that's not offensive,
We'll just-
but I can't.
This is my dog.
Motherfucker. No, he says, what kind of dog is that?
It's the tortoise.
Take his hand.
My wife.
Chris, since we both came in second and third, good game.
Good job.
I'm proud of you guys.
Garrett, fuck you.
Woo! Do you guys have any final words?
I think this is a conspiracy theory that we brought Garrett in just because for his first one and we let him win.
Yeah, the conspiracy here is that
So it sounds
that
like you're
Garrett isn't-
having challenging me to a rematch.
No.
Oh well, I tried.
I mean, maybe we can do it again. Maybe we can do it again.
I don't have any closing words so much as I'm concerned for the safety of all of us for discussing our thoughts on conspiracy theories. Because if the government is listening, we're in trouble.
If the Zuck is listening.
We're in big trouble. Hopefully
How about
we're
this?
all wrong.
How about this? I was the one that decided that we were going to do the conspiracy game. And I promise you I didn't bring Garrett in as an inside man. I did want Garrett here, and I didn't know for certain that Garrett would be here.
Tyler's the government.
But I was hoping that we would have a third, and Garrett was our third. While I did request him, and I wanted him, he was not my inside man. He won fair and square, I promise you. I mean, I can hold you guys' hand and tell you my wife, too.
Thanks for the $20
But-
by the way.
Fuck you. But I will not, because that was Garrett's prize. That is for him to cherish and hold dearly for the rest of his life. But... you know what? You believed some conspiracy theories really well. You believed them with a whole heart. And so for that, you get to choose next time what the game is.
Wow.
You know, that was a good game we played here tonight, boys.
Thank you for having me on. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Garrett. Thank you for joining us, Jeromy and Chris.
Glad to be.
Thank me for joining me. Anyways, again, yeah, you can make up the game next time. Maybe the game, it doesn't have to be next week. It just has to be whenever it is.
I'll be thinking.
You do cryptids, aren't you?
No.
No cryptids.
No, we're not
We've
doing.
done that
We're
too
not
much.
doing.
No more
We're
cryptids.
not doing scary
If
stuff.
you listen to
till
this
Halloween.
podcast and you're worried that we're going to talk about some fucking scary shit again and we're going to fucking talk about the same 18 things again, you're wrong and we're not going to do it and we're sorry. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not sorry.
Anyways, can we
but-
talk about Slender Man?